Leo, hi. Welcome to Unfold Your Soul with Heidi. I'm here for your May Love reading. And while I was tuning in with the cards, I really felt this idea that, okay, you've been through a lot, and this is very intense change of destiny energy for you. This new moon and full moon are happening on your axis of the fourth house and the 10th house, which is basically your maturation axis from emotional security and foundations to like the place you're going to take in the world, your destiny in the world. And this might all be felt very intensely with Uranus there in that position. And so I'm feeling that I need to tell you this. Like might have days where you're like, okay, I so don't want to do adult today. I don't want to be mature about this. I just want to not even be human. I want to be a cat and like a lion, and lay down, and like a male lion lay down and bring me snacks, because it's the female that goes to hunt, right? And that you might feel this kind of like, oh, just give me a break, please. At the same time, there's this push towards your destiny. So I am feeling that this transit of Venus is going to be an important one for you. It is in that sector of your hopes and wishes. So I kind of want to tell you that there is release here for you. And when I was meditating on the cards and I was walking around with them, the Ace of Cups fell out and the Empress. And I mean, there cannot be two better signs when it comes to a love romance reading. And you are the heart, Leo. You love romance. You have anything that you will not do with your heart, where your passion is not in it, it's just not gonna roll for you. That's the kind of person that you are. And here we have a fresh start in love with the Ace of Cups, and we have the Empress card, which talks about expansion. So even if you're not at all like looking into expanding your couple that might not have been manifested yet in the flesh with a child, doesn't mean that this reading is not for you. You do have a Venus reading if you're interested in women, or a Jupiter reading if you're interested in men. You have your rising sign. But what I want to say is that there is this kind of expansion and a lot of like fertility and growth for you in this Taurus season when it comes to matters of the heart, of love. So you come into this reading with a Three of Swords, and that's the heartbreak card. So I'm feeling that you, with the Nine of Swords crossing it, right? So this is a lot of mental energy that you have been taking care of. And I feel over the last 36 months, you have been taking care of that. And this is an energy also, like these people, they stand at the funeral of their thoughts, of their shadows. It's not that they ran away from it. So you've been a lion about it. You've been courageous about it. And you're willing to end this cycle. And you feel that it's like, at the end, and there is a big shift here for you when it comes to matters of love. And when the Three of Swords comes up, you know, in general in the classical deck, it's this big beating heart with these three swords in it. So this can talk about like triangle relationships, having a third person involved, but it also talks about a willingness to surpass that and to leave that in the past and to kind of like close that karmic circle. Coming in for you in the position of the other person, we have the Hermit, and this talks about a Virgo, or there's also Sagittarius with Jupiter there, or an Aquarian energy, actually, a teacher. The higher expression of Aquarius works with Jupiter, the soul expression. So this can be somebody who also Virgo. It can be somebody who works in the health sector, who is a teacher. He's a wise person. He's a mature person. He might be isolated for the moment, because this is like the Hermit. Classically, he's on top of the mountain and the people visit him, right, when they want to collect the wisdom, when they want to gather the wisdom. And because we have this kind of Five of Pentacles, which talks about material hardship crossing it, I do feel that this is like kind of a person who has a place in the world where he has to take care of a group of people. He has to take care of maybe he's a health worker, maybe he's a doctor. I'm feeling something like he's mature, he's wise, and he's not here to play around. And he's been right in this stuff, in this corona stuff. He's been taking care of people, taking care of business as well. So he's in that position now. So he's not in a place of lovey-dovey let me text you every morning twice kind of situation. But then at the heart of the reading, we do have the Prince of Cups. So I feel that this person is a true romantic at heart. He wants that, or she wants that. She wants that cup of love. I've got this for you. All the love languages expressed, right? The Prince of Cups is really this idealistic, romantic guy who comes in on a horse. Like here, it's actually depicted as some kind of Zorro. Not that you have to look out specifically for men with a mustache if you are a woman watching this, but and again with the snake here is the symbol of medicine. So I do feel that this person, that this is like a higher love. Alchemy comes to mind, like somebody who knows how to work at the energies on the ground, the material stuff of life, but also it has a connection to the spirit world. And is this kind of deep? It might be Scorpio, Pisces as well, maybe Cancer energy, that that knows how it like that knows this is love, and this is the kind of love that I want to live on a personal level as well. And it's something that you as a Leo also wish to live. So let's see, in the recent past we have the Queen of Pentacles. You've been working. You've been working, Leo. You've been creating. You've been working on your foundations. This is also Virgo energy. You've been busy creating that spiritual foundation for yourself. Like you've been grounding, holding space for yourself, creating the life that you want, the freedom that you want. You've been following your heart, you've been following your passion, but you come from a place, I feel like the people who are watching this reading are single at the moment and are drawing this person in, this wise man or woman here. We have the High Priestess in the position of the near future. So this can be Scorpio. I also associate this with the sign of Aquarius, because Aquarius, we're entering that age, and it is your opposite sign where you have your partnership. So it's the other in astrology when it comes to the Leo energy. 13th of May is an important moment for you when we have this full moon in Scorpio. You might have more clarity there. This person that comes into you is somebody you're going to recognize through the eyes. There's going to be a very deep, almost erotic gazing with this person. I do feel that it's deep waters. It's not like, okay, let's, well, it's chasing waterfalls, but it's not, this is not a childish love. This is like, okay, I've got this and I've got your back, babe, kind of thing. It's somebody who, I'm feeling like, yeah, a teacher, somebody very wise here with the High Priestess. This can also be you wanting to connect to the more, like the true meaning of what it means to be in a loving partnerships, what it means to be in a spiritual partnership is what I hear. This is kind of a spiritual kind of love. And then we have the Lovers at the position of your attitude to take here. So this is commitment. Are you ready to commit, Leo? And what is the kind of person you are ready to commit to have this kind of expansion? Because we have the Three of Wands. That's the external situation to look at, because this person that is coming in, he or she is not somebody who, you know, has time to be playing around. This is no games. This is no games. This is the Gemini card, so there can be some kind of, that talks about games, Gemini, but sometimes with the Lovers here, it's also classical interpretation. For you, it's just like, do some good old loving on yourself. So with the Three of Wands here, and then the Star card in your hopes and wishes, and this is where Venus is transiting for you. So this is talking about wishes fulfilled, true healing taking place of this situation, of this shadow dance that has been going on for you for the last 36 months, where you've fallen in love, you've been there. I'm hearing you, yeah, you've been there, but it just somehow has been a journey. And this all just to say that it's to move to a higher kind of love, somebody to do a spiritual, have a spiritual partnership with, and that sounds maybe pretty vague, but it's basically that relationships where you're just like both so much in it, and at the same time have enough to give to others as well, to step into the act of the world server, because this person is definitely somebody who has climbed the mountain and who has gathered the resources and is now in a position to give to the world, who has an abundance that makes it possible for him or her to share with the world, whether that is physically, financially, or on a more esoteric way, sharing the wisdom that will heal the world together. And with the Seven of Swords here, in your true potential, in your possible outcome, it's you walking away from the sorrow. You walking away from the sorrow at the Scorpio new moon and really leaving all of that behind. This is a totally new life for you when it comes to love, Leo. Because I pulled another card. I pulled two fell out when I was doing this, and the Strength card came out. And the Strength card is talking about you. This is you being in your power. This is you having a new power through this love. I do feel that at the end of May, it's going to be completely different. There will be a spiritual maturation that will have taken place. And if that particular person has not yet manifested in the flesh, he is very near, and she is very near. She is in the atmosphere, and you are living that already, because you have your inner power. You are on your path. You are in your passion. You are, well, you're wearing your crown. That word might have a specific connotation right now, but what is it eventually? It is the last chakra. It is the chakra of silence. And when can we shut up? It's when we know, when we have that inner knowing, when we tune in with that sense, with that intuition above the intellect, that brings us to that higher wisdom. So I do feel that this soulmate is here for you, and that at the end of this Venus cycle, or even at the end of this month already, and at this full moon, there will be a big shift within you when it comes to your significant other and your soulmate. Well, I'm so happy for you, Leo. I'm bringing you this from the hottest hour in Costa Rica. I thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for subscribing, for taking the time to like, comment, share. I appreciate you. I love you, and I bring this with so much blessings for you in this May month. Do let me know how this went. I feel this was a very powerful reading for you, and it really, I really felt it in my heart while I was drawing these cards for you and giving some words to them. So thank you ever so much. Have a wonderful rest of the day, week, month, year, life. Aho.